Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the next live session that we're doing here today, which is a live breakthrough session that's going to help you unlock the next level in your life. I can't believe it's been 4 days already. And honestly, it's so much fun to come and talk to you today like this, like every other day. And I don't know if you can sense it as a viewer, but for me personally, when I'm talking to you like this, it feels much more personal. It feels much more powerful. It feels like having a conversation with a friend. And ultimately, those conversations are what help us evolve the most. And that is why I'm so excited to do this live session every single day now. I can't wait for the momentum and magic we're going to create in the sessions that come. So, in the last session, yesterday, we uncovered something magical. We uncovered something big, and that was understanding why does growth feel hard for so many of us in the first place. So, if you watched that session, amazing. Even if you've not, I just want to give you a quick 1 minute recap. So, today, the thing we're talking about makes complete sense to you because what you're going to unlock today is oh my god, it's next level because you're going to learn how to build unshakable confidence in just 15 minutes. That's my promise to you. By the end of these 15 minutes, you're going to be able to have that unshakable confidence in yourself to literally take action on any goal, any dream, and anything that you want to achieve. So, if you want to have that, type in yes in the chat box right now so I can get that excitement from you as well and I can see that you are engaged. So, yesterday, we understood that the real reason we struggle so much in growing is because we ask ourselves the wrong question. We ask ourselves, how do I solve a problem? Or how do I evolve from a challenge? Or what do I do to get rid of the situation in my life? But honestly, that's not the right question to ask. The right question we need to ask is, what are the skills that I am missing that I need to build so that this problem just sorts itself out? Because there's two things you can do. One is to just solve a problem, and the second is to become a better person and to create a magical, transformative result where you are shining so much that no matter what happens, no matter what challenges come up, no matter what barriers are there in your way, you are able to deal with them, you're able to handle them, and above all, you're able to do that very easily and very effortlessly. And that was the spark from which we began yesterday, that instead of solving problems in our life now, we are going to start building the skills required to unlock the massive success that we want. And can you guess what's the one skill that 90% of us are missing in our life right now, because of which, no matter which area we are in our lives, we are still struggling, we are still facing problems, we are still facing challenges? Well, if you've seen the title of this live stream correctly, you already know the skill that I'm talking about, and that is the skill of being confident. Yes, you may have thought of it as a personality trait before, but that's not actually the truth. Confidence is not a personality trait. In fact, if you want, you can write this down. Confidence is not a personality trait. Confidence is a skill that anybody can learn. So, this myth that we've been holding on to, that some people are just born confident, that's not true. That's never been true. Any and all people who have built confidence in their life have done so because they've built the skill for it. They've not focused on making it just a trait, and they've not limited themselves with believing, I'm never born confident. So, you know what? I'm going to have to live my whole life feeling underconfident. They don't believe that. Instead, they believe, what can I do to be more confident? They take the actions, they take the steps, and before you know it, there they are succeeding in their life like the crazy person they believed they were. So, my question is, are you ready to build that skill of confidence today? Because that's the base on which everything else in your life can be built. See, if you're struggling in your relationships and you're not able to make things work, you need confidence there to have a hard conversation. You need confidence to show up the way you are authentically without putting in filters and barriers. And you need the confidence to be there for the person and even admit that maybe somewhere you are wrong and that you both need to work on the relationship. But the most important thing you need there is the confidence in your ability to make all of that happen. Just like that, in your career, I think it's not even a question of why you need confidence or not, honestly. We all know that if we want to achieve a high level of professional success in our lives, confidence is essential. You could have all the talent in the world, you could have all the skills in the world, you could be the most intelligent person on this planet, but if the moment you're asked to present your ideas, you stutter, you freeze, and you're like, "Oh, what do I do now? How do I speak?" And you're panicking within, and you're not able to, what do you say, convey things properly. Do you see the way I'm speaking right now? If that's the way you conveyed your ideas, well, guess what? Nobody's going to pay attention to them. So, whether you want success in your personal life or your professional life, confidence is the most essential skill to build. My question is, are you ready to build that skill of confidence right now? If yes, type in yes in the chat box, because I'm about to make you do a very simple exercise that's going to help you reinstill this belief in yourself. So here we go. Here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to think of where you need to be more confident. I know that's usually what we do. Like, for example, if you're conscious about your weight and you're not getting to the ideal body weight that you want, you're going to feel less confident about yourself. You're going to feel less confident about your health. And so, when you think about confidence, you often think about the areas where that confidence is lacking. And you think, oh, I need to build more confidence there. But that's a flawed lens of looking at confidence. Because here's what it does: when we think of confidence from that lens, we are only looking at areas where there is no confidence to begin with. So, of course, we feel dejected. Of course, we feel hurt. Of course, we feel like, me? Confident? There's no connection there. It just doesn't make sense. But the truth is, yes, you and confidence already have a very strong link together. And I'm going to prove that to you right now. All this time, you've just been focusing on where you've been lacking confidence. So today I want you to flip the question. Where we lack confidence, we'll come to that later, we'll handle it. But before that, do you agree with me on this, that if we have proof that we already have the skill of being confident, then applying it in other areas is also very easy. Like, if something doesn't exist at all, that's difficult to believe, that's difficult to grow into. Like, a small seed turning into a big plant has less chances than a small sapling turning into a big plant. There's already the chance of success is much higher. So, just like that, if you just have a seed of confidence and you're only thinking about the big plant that you're lacking, that is confidence, you're not going to get it. But what if I told you you're focusing on the wrong pot? You're focusing on the place where there's only a seed, but actually you have a garden full of confident saplings that you pay no attention to. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever wondered, where am I actually already confident in my life? Now, that's a question we are not used to asking, but I want you to ask that question right now and think about at least 5 areas in your life where you already are confident, but you don't even notice it, you don't even appreciate it. And the best example I can give you of this, as you're thinking through, is one of my coaches who had this crazy habit that he would delete everything that he was successful in. He would look at only his failure. He would look at only the one place where he felt, say, I'm a total failure in life. I can't do anything. And I helped him break that belief in just 5 minutes. How? I asked him to make a list of things where he was already confident in, exactly what I am asking you to do right now. So, as you're doing it, think about this example that I'm going to give you, because it's going to shock you completely. So I asked him to make this list on his end as well. And the way the points came up so fast were incredible. The very first thing he came up with was, I'm very confident in going to the gym because I know how to build the best body and I've done it before. I can do it again. He already had a sapling of confidence there. Then his confidence idea that came up next was that when he was 18, he left his hometown for a completely new city and made his best way through college there. So he knew that he could handle challenges and he felt very confident in doing that. Second sapling. The third thing was, When he joined his job, he had no idea what to do. It was all too overwhelming, but he figured it out. He stuck through with it, and today he's at a position where he can like keep one eye closed and do his work. That's how good he's got at it. So three saplings of confidence. Then the fourth one that came up for him was that in his relationships earlier he would never talk to his parents properly, but recently he started having authentic conversations with them. That was the fourth. And the fifth sapling of confidence that came up for him was that I'm so confident in myself that I dared to ask for help in areas where I'm struggling. And I'm okay with that because I feel confident about myself. Now, compare these two individuals, only 5 minutes of difference. Before this exercise, he was thinking, I'm a total failure in life. I never do anything right. Why am I so messed up? I have so many problems. And just 5 minutes later, he was walking and not walking, right? He was sitting there in the call, but he was feeling like he could be the president of the world right now with the level of confidence that he had in that moment. I didn't give him an affirmation to do it. I didn't tell him, just believe you're confident and it will happen. No, our mind is way too smart than that. Our mind doesn't just believe random stuff just because we tell it to. Our mind needs proof, it needs evidence. Now, the thing is, you're not used to giving that evidence to your mind, because of which it struggles to find confidence. But the moment you consciously look for that evidence in your past and you bring it back and you resurface it, confidence becomes a natural emotional state. And now that was an example I gave you of someone who was really struggling. But let's see how we can apply this in everyday life. And I want to give you my example here to help you understand this. So these live sessions that I'm doing, right? Guess how much preparation I do for them? Zero. I decide the topic, I decide the interconnection from the previous day, I focus on what's going to help you unlock your next breakthrough, and based on that, I decide, I show up, and I speak. But in front of me, there are no notes, it's just me and the camera as if I'm talking to you. But 3 years ago, if you had asked me to do this, oh my God, I would have run out of my room. I would have run into another city, but I would not have sat in front of the camera and done something like this. Why? Oh, because I needed to be perfect. I needed to have a script. I needed to have an outline. I needed to have everything defined before I could start because I was afraid of making a mistake. But what I realized was it was actually a lack of confidence in myself, because of which I was not able to take the action that I wanted. And so when I changed it, and when I consciously found proof of all the areas in my life where I've been confident, I was shocked myself. I was like, who am I fooling? I'm such a confident person. I can do this. And even if I make a mistake, well, so what? I'm going to handle it. I'm going to speak. I'm going to connect with my heart. And that's it. And that's why I'm able to show up here. Earlier, when I would do something new, I would have nerves. I would feel my heart beating fast. On the very first day of the YouTube live, I felt that too. But today, total calmness, nothing. I was so confident in myself because I knew that I could show up here and deliver value. And how did I have that confidence? Because I've given myself that confidence, I've been conscious about it. We're not taught this in school. We are taught to find proof for why X is equal to Y, but we're never taught to find the proof for why you're a confident human being. Today, I want you to find that proof, because once you do, oh my God, the actions you're going to take, the results you're going to create, the focus and the drive you're going to have, it is next level. And I don't mean this as a joke, I mean this with all sincerity, because confidence is our only barrier. Everything that you're confident about, you can do very easily. For example, you're watching this YouTube live right now. How much do you have to think before opening YouTube and figuring out where's the live section or where do I log into this video? You don't have to do any of that. You're confident. So you're just able to show up and create effortless actions. Well, imagine the effortlessness of opening YouTube in achieving your goals. Now, is that something you'd want? I'm sure you would. But the way you create that is by being conscious about giving your mind the proof that yes, I am a confident human being. I have so much proof in my life that I have been confident in so many situations. So, who says that I cannot be confident now, I cannot deal with this now, I cannot handle this situation now. No one. It's only your mind, it's only the story that is going on inside. And the moment you make the shift, learning every other skill becomes very easy. Because otherwise, I'll be honest with you, here's the mistake you will make. You will think, yeah, what Prabhsimrat's saying is right. I do need to learn the skills rather than focusing on solving the problem. But I don't know if I can learn the skills. I don't know if I have it in me. That's the lack of confidence I don't want you to have. And that is why before I got into anything specific, I was like, today, let's address this one thing to help you build that confidence. And anytime you feel low, anytime you feel that the nerves are picking up and your confidence is going down, open up this list. Keep it in your phone, keep it in your hands, keep it in a notepad. Consciously remind your mind of the beautiful things that exist, of the confidence that you've already had, because then that's the proof your mind will find. The biggest mistake we make is thinking our mind is a rational machine. It's not. It deletes the stuff that doesn't get practiced, it focuses and improves the memory of the stuff that we do practice. And all our lives, we've gotten used to practicing negative thoughts. We've gotten used to practicing self doubt. We've gotten used to practicing the idea that me, I'm not enough. I cannot really do this. My question is, can you try the opposite for just some time? Can you try the opposite to feel the confidence? And I'm sure you'll feel it the moment you try this, because your mind is designed to function that way. That's the way our neuroscience works. And this is a beautiful quote by Brene Brown, who's one of my most favorite authors. You should read her books. The work she does in psychology is next level. And she said this beautiful thing: don't ever go into the world looking for evidence that you don't belong, because you will always find it. Let that sink in for a moment. I'm going to repeat it for you. Don't ever go into the world looking for evidence that you don't belong, because you will find it. Well, I'm just going to twist it a bit and say, don't go into the world looking for evidence that you're not confident, because you will always find it. It also has a positive turnaround. Go into the world looking for evidence for when you are confident, because you will always find it. That's the best part. Our mind finds out the stuff that we focus on. My question is, today, are you willing to just focus on that one thing? And that is finding the evidence for your confidence. Find it, believe in it, and share it in the comment section later on, that these are the 5 places where I was confident, and I'm going to believe in myself from now on. Because now it's not just a random affirmation, it's a scientific, proof backed thing that yes, I am confident and I can make things happen. I want you to say this with me right now. I am confident and I can make things happen. Just embrace this one shift, and I'm telling you, the life you're going to live from this moment on will not be the same, because you will be the confident person, and you will have gained the skill of becoming more and more and more confident. And the more evidence you find of that, the more evidence the world keeps giving you that yes, you are a confident human being, so you can go and rock the world. I'm going to be here with you Monday to Friday, 8:30 p.m. to help you rock the world. My question is, can you just do this one thing for today and show up for tomorrow? We're going to take it step by step. But if you've been here for the past 4 days already, you know the incredible journey and the value we are creating here. It's truly worth a lifetime. So show up tomorrow, but not just logging in like you did today. Show up with the proof that yes, I am a confident human being. I believe in you. Tonight, you are going to sleep with this belief in yourself as well. Thank you so much for making the time to join the session. It's truly an honor to get to serve you. And I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. once again. Bye.